We're on the record for the video deposition of Roger Stone, taken in the matter of Claimant versus Stone.
Seems extraordinarily petty to me. Can we get started?
It's not petty, Mr. Stone.
Your time's not more valuable than mine. Can we just go ahead?
You have little to no respect for court or judicial process, do you?
I'm well aware of that.
Okay.
You learned the hard way, right?
Objection, not answering.
Just because you're delusional does not mean that I have to be badgered by you.
Am I delusional that you were convicted of 7 counts?
I'm not
Not
going to answer that question.
Go ahead.
You're going to wind up getting sanctioned, Mr. Bichel.
No, you're going to wind up getting sanctioned,
This-
Mr.
this-
Mr.
this doesn't-
Claimant,
this-
like you are in D.C. So let's go.
Let's not do that.
Why not?
Continue.
Not going to be badgered by this
You're not
asshole.
badgered.
Oh, yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Do you know whether they removed documents that were to be produced?
I don't think they would do that. It would be unethical.
But you don't know one way or the other.
Either do you.
Well, we'll find out. That's why I'm
Maybe.
asking questions.
This is just a waste
Ask
of
your
time.
next question.
That's a legitimate question.
Okay. Well, I disagree. I'm instructing.
Also,
you
my
not to
questions
answer.
about telling the truth are quite relevant in light of the history of this defense.
You've got your own problems in that regard, don't you?
So
Okay.
you're
Well,
not.
I'm instructing.
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
All right, you're going to wind up getting yourself sanctioned, Mr. Bichel.
No, you're going to get
Okay.
yourself sanctioned, Mr.
Yeah.
Claimant.
All right.
As you have been
Don't.
in D.C., as I recall.
So you just gleaned that out of the cosmos?
You know how politics work.
Objection
People
of form.
talk, particularly about something like that.
Well, who talked?
what were the circumstances
Who
that you're
talked?
leaving? How would you
Who
get?
talked?
Why would you leave an organization that you founded?
Who talked?
I don't recall.
You don't recall?
No, I don't.
You're lying, aren't you, Mr. Stone?
Objection.
No, you're
of
lying, aren't you,
form.
You're a
Mr.
convicted
Claimant?
liar, aren't you?
Stop. Stop.
And you're about
stop,
to be ousted from the bar.
Stop. Let's take a break. Good time for a break.
Have fun molesting your own children, Larry? I read the court decision.
You read that, huh?
Yeah, I did.
But you didn't read anything else.
Fuck you.
It's not a personal attack to say I've never won a court case in my life.
That was my impression at the time.
It's
I
not a-
believed it at the time I said it.
It's not a personal attack to say that my IQ is less than 70.
It was
It's
my
essentially
that was my opinion at the time.
a moron and a retard.
I didn't. Those words are not there.
Okay, moron's here though, isn't it?
Yes, it is indeed.
Okay. So you're also referring to me, weren't you, in this statement?
Wild conjecture on your part.
I'm his lawyer.
Wild conjecture on your part. Where's the word lawyer?
And you're suggesting I help him lie, correct?
Where does it say that?
That's a phrase that's used with lawyers.
But where does it say that? It doesn't say that. You're putting words in my
Well,
mouth.
do
You're
some
not that clever.
Do some research on defamation by implication.
Good luck.
Apparently you've
Good
done
luck.
a lot of research but won't testify truthfully. to
Good
it.
luck.
Listen.
And in fact, this is exactly why you recruited Cassandra Fairbanks to go on Newsmax and defame Dr. Corsi.
Categorically false, and for which you have no evidence whatsoever. Wild conjecture
But
on
in fact,
your part.
that statement is markedly similar to what Cassandra Fairbanks said on InfoWars.
Then that might be, if that's true, and just because you say it doesn't make it true, that would be a coincidence.
And if,
Since I never instructed Cassandra Fairbanks to do anything.
and in fact, you worked with your friend John Cardillo to set me up to go on InfoWars to have Cassandra Fairbanks appear and defame my client.
I'd say
Jerome
that
Corsi.
earlier you called me paranoid. I'd say you're the one that's paranoid because that is entirely false.
Does 2 and 2 equal 4, Mr. Stone?
As far as I know, it does.
The bears live in the woods?
Do you have any proof, evidence, real evidence? Not just wild conjecture, evidence.
It's called circumstantial evidence. At
No,
this
you don't
point.
even have circumstantial evidence. You have a recording. You have some proof that I spoke to Cassandra Fairbanks about this? You have nothing. In fact, most of your complaints have nothing. They're just wild conjecture.
Everything about you is conjecture, right?
No, everything about you is
Objection of
conjecture.
form.
Okay.
It's your reputation. You
Was
sue,
that-
you sue at the drop of a hat, but
Was-
where's your evidence?
Was that your defense in your criminal prosecution?
We're not discussing that, and you know it.
Were you a source?
No, but I assume
I guess
that's what you want to ask her
If you
about.
weren't a source, then I guess I can ask her about it.
You can ask her, but she's not. She does not have to answer any questions regarding her sources, whether they're me or not.
What you're saying is you were a source to the media
I've
during
never
your
said any-
prosecution.
False, categorically false. God, you are an asshole. You really are a jerk. Go ahead. Continue.
Next question. Let's go.
2 and 2 equals 4, doesn't it?
You have nothing.
Objection.
You're-
Is that insane?
No, wild, wild.
is that insane?
Proof, evidence, Larry.
Is that
evidence,
insane?
proof, Larry. Evidence, proof, evidence. Not guessing on your part with nothing. You have nothing. This proves nothing.
That's what you told Mueller, right? You have nothing. That's what your clients argued at the trial.
I'm not going to
right?
discuss the criminal
You're-
case. If you want to keep insulting me, this will be
I'm
over.
not
You can run back
I'm
to the
not
judge like
insulting
a
you.
little bitch.
I'm doing what?
If you want to keep insulting me, I will just end this and you go running back to the judge.
Did you just
Okay?
call me a bitch?
You're acting like one. You're acting like one.
Ask-
You don't
ask
have anything,
another
my friend. You got
question.
nothing. You have a wild guess. If you have some evidence that I communicated with Ruddy or Cardillo or Clemente or Cassandra, produce it. You got nothing. You're not going to get anything by
Well, I
interviewing them
certainly
because
can't
it's
produce
not
it if
true.
you've withheld it, can I?
I haven't withheld it. You have proof I withheld it. Do that. But you don't have that either.
Oh, we'll look for it. Don't
You
worry.
can look for it all you fucking want. You'll find nothing.
Calm down. Ask a question.
This is just, it reaches a point of absurdity.
Mr. Stone, a few minutes ago you called me a bitch.
No, I said you're acting like a
Now,
bitch.
what is a bitch, according to you?
What's the point of that?
not
Can we
gonna
just
answer
ask?
that.
No, I want to
Let's-
know. I know what he meant.
I'm not going to answer the question.
Come
so
on, come on.
Ask a serious question.
Mr.
I'll answer
Klayman,
it.
ask a question. Let's.
You sit there and make attacks on me, and when I respond, you don't like it.
Well, what is bitch? I'm entitled to know what you meant by
You're acting
bitch.
like a bitch.
Come on.
What is a bitch?
Stop.
You don't know?
Stop.
You're unfamiliar with the term?
Is that someone who's gay?
Stop.
No, it is not.
Stop.
It's not. It is not a slur of any kind.
It's not funny.
No, I'm not aware of that.
Well,
I'm not aware of that. But
Why
I
didn't
don't.
you ask questions like who was on the committee? These are leading, assuming facts.
You can
not
ask your
evidence.
questions. Have fun.
Believe me, we will.
At the end, have
Believe
fun.
me, we
have
will.
fun. Have fun.
All right.
We'll need 3 or 4
I
days.
look forward to having you there.
Yeah, me too.
If you're not in prison at that time.
If you're not disbarred by then.
All right. I'm sorry. Keep
I
going.
like my odds better than yours.
After you were sued for tortiously interfering with Newsmax.
Do you have a contract with them? Do you have an obligation to put you on the
let
air?
me- let
Do you
me-
have some God-given right to be on the air whenever you want to be? I'm unaware of that.
I'm asking the questions.
No, I'll ask the
Are you-
question. I'll say anything I like, Larry.
I know you will. I know
I
you
will.
will. I know you will.
Jackass.
He hasn't told you it's on appeal.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything.
Okay. Well, you may need to take an appeal.
I may.
You've appeared and you've spoken at Republican
Yes, I
Party
have.
events. Have you not?
I speak for the party whenever they ask, or for the various Trump groups whenever they ask, and I do so for free.
And who has arranged for those speeches?
They usually contact me directly.
What are the names of persons?
Relevance?
Who? Well,
I
because
don't recall.
You may have spoken to them about these various matters.
But I didn't. If you have some evidence that I did, say their name. You say their name.
No, I'm asking you.
No, I'm asking you.
Just give me the names of the
I'm-
people that invited you to speak. You just say to fuck me?
I did.
I also didn't mention that I won a judgment against Judicial Watch for defaming me.
I've not seen any such
All right,
judgment.
well, you can go back on the internet and figure that one out.
He's not even a lawyer and he's kicking your ass.
Well, I'm glad that you're so supportive of Tom Fitton.
I think he does an excellent
Apparently
job.
he's supportive of you.
He's entitled to that. It's called the First
Right,
Amendment.
right.
You may not be familiar
You're
with
aware
it.
that Fitton's testified that I never was ousted from Judicial Watch because of a sexual harassment
No, I
complaint.
don't. I'm not aware of that.
Okay, well, perhaps you will become that in the course of this case.
I doubt this case will get very far because it's a conspiracy theory based on no evidence.
Conspiracies happen, don't they, Mr. Stone?
They do, but in this case, it's a fantasy
Can you
on
ask
your
a
part.
question that's
You're
relevant
delusional.
to your
You're
lawsuit?
deeply delusional.
Are you saying I'm mentally unstable?
That's not what I said. I said you're delusional.
Stop. Ask a question a lawyer would ask, please.
I am a lawyer.
You could fool me.
You haven't shown a lack of judgment with regard to your conviction.
Not compared to you.
Listen, that comment is not a
Not
question.
compared to you.
And not a question.
How come you can't practice in the Southern District? Why won't they let you practice there if you're Mr. Ethical?
I can practice in
Stop.
Southern District.
Stop.
Only if you attach the judge's order.
I have a case right now. When you worked for me as a consultant, you had a fiduciary duty to keep what I told you confidential.
And you have no evidence that I did not do so.
Objection of form.
None whatsoever.
And there's no
It's a fishing
basis,
expedition.
no basis for a fiduciary duty.
What, are you the judge?
You didn't pay me a dime. You owed me money, as a matter of fact.
And your staff left with equipment that I paid for, correct?
Prove it.
Stop.
Prove it. Prove it. No one believes you. You have no credibility.
So all documents in support
fine.
of your lawsuits he found
Well,
yesterday.
I'll tell you what. We'll litigate it in court.
Excellent. You can lose again.
So you just put something in front
Look,
of the witness.
don't get
Okay.
argumentative with me. You're going to have a chance to cross-examine Mr. Bouchel?
Yes, indeed. We're looking forward to that.
Yes. Yes.
I'll be there.
I hope so.
Many questions for you.
I hope so. You may be in prison by then, but maybe
You'll be
maybe they'll let you
you'll
out.
be disbarred by
All
then.
right.
Okay.
Mr. Clayman.
Clock's
you-
ticking
Mr.
faster on you than me, pal. I'm not
tell
going to
me
read your
whether anything's
biography.
inaccurate.
I'm not going to read your biography and all of your asinine claims because you're an egomaniac. I'm just not going to do that.
All right.
If you have a
Just-
specific
All
question,
right, certified.
pose
We'll,
it.
we'll go to the court about it.
I agree. Let's go to the court about it. I want to do that. Your reputation here is well known.
Stop.
Well known.
Stop.
I'm asking you. You can take your time, go through it paragraph by paragraph.
saying
Tell
I'm
me if
not-
anything's
Just let
inaccurate.
him-
I'm not going to do that. as
We
I
went
just
we
said.
went through this yesterday.
We
Mr.
didn't go.
Clayman.
I didn't ask it that
He
way.
likes to hear his biography. It makes him feel important.
Okay, certified.
Yes, please do. I'd like to speak to the judge myself about this.
Better do it quick.
Before you're disbarred.
Stop. Stop. Mr. Clayman.
No further
stop.
questions. This deposition is concluded for now, subject to my going back and moving the court to produce all the documents that we requested.
Subject to your still being admitted to the bar. Please note that for the record.